Really, we need to understand the root of the lack in our lives, in the life of each and every one of us, what we're missing that keeps us constantly moving, running, trying to fill our lack. So truly, what we're missing is a renewal of life. And what is a renewal of life? It's renewing life, bringing new life into the life we already have. Let's try to explain this. We see that every human being, as soon as he's born, receives his own individual mind. Now that same individual mind he had as a baby grows and develops, bringing out what's already there in his mind. It turns out that the entire life of a human being, from the time he's born until he dies, is just one life. Why? Everything he does, no matter what, he acts according to his mind, according to how his own mind understands reality, understands life. What this really means is that the entire life of a human being is only one lifeline according to that person's own mind. So, what should we do? We need to bring in new life that exists beyond our own mind, into the life we already have. This is called the birth of life. And this is the higher root of everything a person lacks in their world. What they truly lack are all the things that exist beyond the limits of their own mind. And as we can see in the very simplicity of creation, in all of creation, a third thing, which is called the birth of something new, comes only through uniting a thing and its opposite. This is called birth, and this is called a renewal of life. Why? For example, take a man and a woman, two opposites, let's say a sperm and an egg. When a thing and its opposite unite, something new is born. A third thing. A simple example, that third thing is called the birth of new life, the renewal of life. A renewal within a couple's life. And there is one small rule we must always remember. A renewal of life comes as a result of the connection between a thing and its opposite. From this union, renewal of life is born. And that's what fills all the lack a person carries in this world, from the moment they're born until they return to the earth. Now, even in the matter of gays, lesbians, and anything of that kind, they come to reveal something new. That even within the same kind, within that same single thing, there still exists a thing and its opposite. Even within the same kind, male and male, female and female, there exists a thing and its opposite, as two that are one. Why? We can see it through the example of a magnet. If we take one magnet and break it in two, and then again into two, and then again into two, even if we were to break the magnet endlessly, in the end, every single piece would have an attracting force and a repelling force. In other words, it shows that even within one thing there are two, and yet those two are one. This is the root from which life comes into being, and it's the root of the existence of all life. So now, if we were talking about an individual person, whether single or married, who lacks things like every human being, because the whole world is full of things people lack, and there isn't a single person who doesn't lack something. And we said that the way to heal every lack from the root is to renew life. But here, there seems to be a big question. If a person is always one and the same, then in order to renew their life, they would need to become the opposite of themselves. But a person can't step outside of their mind. And even if we say that they could step outside of their own mind, where would they put themselves while they're stepping outside of it? So basically, we see that a person can't truly bring renewal into their own life. What is renewal? It's something that was never supposed to be for that person, according to their own mind. It's in a place where there's no hope, no way out. The person is stuck in a loop. No cure, no income. So in order to get out the life they are trapped in now, they have to bring a renewal of life into their lives. And here's the question: how does a person step out of their own mind? After all, the essence of a person is their mind. A person can't step outside of their own mind. It's impossible. Even if he wants to step outside of it, they will still do so through their own mind. It turns out that within a person, there can never truly exist both a thing and its opposite. And if so, they can't bring down a renewal of life. Because we've learned that a renewal of life comes through the connection of a thing and its opposite, which gives birth to a third thing. That third thing, so to speak, was never written in the mind of either partner. So, there's a question here. A person is actually trapped in a loop, in a cage, throughout their entire life. And what is this cage? It's the way they think. According to their way of thinking, they act, learn, and do everything in reality. Whether it's something small or something big, for all actions are drawn from that person's personal mind. And so, a person's mind is both the potion of life and the potion of death. A potion of life because the mind gives a person life, gives them a place to develop, to aspire, to grow. But at the same time, it also imprisons him inside his own personal way of thinking. And according to that mind, his fate is already set to go this way or that way. And in times of distress, in moments of crisis, a person can't step outside of themselves in order to draw a new mind, a new way of thinking that can break what exists in the old mind. A place with no way out, no hope, where everything becomes routine, where there's no joy in life, no renewal of life. So what can be done in such a situation after we've said that the whole world is filled with lack, since it's human nature to always lack something? And we said the hope and the solution is to bring a renewal of life into one's life. But a renewal of life cannot be drawn except through the connection of a thing and the opposite of the thing. And if a person is locked inside their own mind, since the person's mind is who they are, so then how can they ever step out of themselves in order to connect with something opposite to them? That's the paradox. And the answer to that is very simple and wonderful. Every person, no matter what they've done or wherever they are in life, can change their destiny completely, turn it all the way around in a single minute. It's unbelievable. So, when a person wants to step outside of themselves in order to connect with something opposite to them, in order to bring a birth of new life into their life, what should they do? They should begin connecting with people and situations that are opposite to them. Then, it turns out that when a person connects with someone opposite to them, they have, in that moment, stepped outside of their own mind and stepped into the mind of someone opposite to them. And so, if a person can connect with as many people, views, and opinions as possible, if they can contain their views, accept and be with people who are the opposite of them, and not only those who are similar to them, it turns out that they connect their own individual mind with a mind opposite to their own. And that opposite mind will become the doorway that opens their life. A life that had no opening at all, when everything was according to their own mind. Because what they needed to work on, for example, such as things like making a living according to their mind, if they connect with as many of their opposites as they can, then naturally the doors of income will open up more and more within their life. And the same goes for health and everything else. The essence of life, it's not the life we know. The essence of life is to be new every second. To bring life that has nothing to do with my life within my life. And then I can enjoy all worlds I have doors to get out of every problem, every trouble, every illness, everything in the world. I have an opening to get out. And not only do I have an opening to get out of trouble, even more so, through those very doors, endless blessings and prosperity can enter my life, doors that were never meant to open for me. Because acting only according to my own mind means I actually have no door at all. And then so much good flows through all those doors, which are more and more people who are opposite to me, until in the end, a person doesn't really have to work at all. Instead, all the money starts coming to them, and even chases after them from all the doors they've opened. And those doors are actually all the opposite situations and all the opposite people they can connect with in their life. It turns out that the root of the opening to bring a renewal of life into our lives, which are limited only to our own mind, is to bring a door beyond my mind by connecting with as many people and situations opposite to us as possible. This is actually the way out to freedom for every person in this world, to a kind of a life that we've never tasted before. Because every person, since the creation of the world, each one lives according to their own perception and according to the picture formed by their own personal mind. From that, their entire life is drawn. And this is the life that each and every person knows. And in this life, there's good and bad. Sometimes things go well for them, and sometimes there's chaos and trouble, lack of money and lack of so many things in life. But the more they can connect with the minds that are opposite to them, the more they open doors to bring all kinds of renewal of life within their personal lives. And this is the greatest secret. To sum it up, after all this, it turns out that a person nowadays who lives only according to their mind, meaning they only connect with what is similar to them and not with what is different from them, such a person is actually like someone who is in a room with no doors to get out. And even if it is a palace without doors is called a prison, not a palace. It turns out that the whole secret of life is to open as many doors as possible into my life.